Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to create this brand new Courier tracking website, okay? And the amazing thing about this particular Courier is that there are payment gateways embedded into the admin dashboard. So from the admin dashboard, you can actually select which payment gateway you want your receiver to use when making payments for their packages, okay? So you don't need to take it outside of the website. They can actually make their payments directly from the website. So I'm going to show you the home page. I'm going to show you the front end. Then I'm also going to show you the admin dashboard. I'm going to show you how to create a package and the different features in the admin dashboard. Then I'll take you through the process of installing this script on your own server. Okay, so first we're just going to go through the home page. Now this is the home page. You can see that everything is actually well arranged. So the text, the pictures, everything comes well together. So this is basically the home page. So let's check out the About page. Now this is the About Us page. You can see everything is done perfectly well. So you basically need little or no editing if you are going to use this script for yourself, okay? And it's built in PHP, so it's going to be quite easy if you do intend to maybe switch up some things for yourself. You can see this is the About Us page. Now let's go straight to the admin page where we'll be creating a new tracking ID so we can track it and see what the tracking page looks like. So this is the section to create a new shipment. You can see the different details that you need to fill in right here, okay? It also allows you to upload an image for your package. So we're just going to fill this in with details, let's say. Okay. The receiver is, let's say, Jane. Phone number, we're just going to put random numbers here. Email address, we're just going to put random emails here. Okay, address, here's the details of the sender. So address, we're just going to put, let's say, phone number for the receiver, we'll also put phone number, and then the address, we're going to say receiver. Okay, now let's go to the tracking number. So this is the tracking number. It's auto generated for you. Okay, so now what kind of service is it? Door to door? Is it specialized? Is it express cargo? Whatever it is, you just need to select something here. Okay, so we're going to say, let's say specialized handling fragile. An estimated delivery date. When do you estimate that this delivery is going to take place? So let's say okay, let's say in July, 9th of July 2026. That's a good date. You can also change this if you want to. Okay, so how much is this person supposed to pay? What's the amount due? So let's say it's 900. Okay, let's leave it as USD. So how many packages are you sending? 1, 2, whatever. So you just put it in there. Your weight, what does it weigh? So you put it there. The centimeter, so let's just fill in random numbers here. So what's are the package, what's the content of the package? So I'm just going to put food because I like food. Initial status, okay, so is it out for delivery, on hold, or whatever? So this is what the receiver is going to see when they track the package. Okay, so let's just say out for delivery. Okay, so we're going to upload an image now. So I'm going to upload an image right now. Okay, so I'm just going to browse files. Let's see, let's go to pictures. I'm going to upload this image. Perfect, so your shipment is created successfully. So once we go to manage shipments, we're going to see the shipment that we just created right here. Okay, so you see status is still empty, so we need to update the status now. So we're just going to come here. Now this is, okay, this is where you update your status. Okay, so you click on this button. So I'm just going to select our status. So let's say it's pending. Okay, the current location, let's say Florida. Today's date, the date you are putting in for the date is so we're just going to fill in our dates also. So let's say 04. Okay, let me use this one. Okay, time, we're just going to put in any time. So it's the same thing here. So do you have any notes for this particular update? So it's optional. You can decide to put a note or you can decide to not put a note. So I'm going to leave it blank and I'm going to click on update. Perfect. So you see it's pending. So we're going to copy this now and we're going to go back here and we're going to track it. Perfect. So I'm just going to put this in there and click on track. Lovely. So now when we come down, you are going to see it's out for delivery. Yeah, so it's out for delivery. Estimated delivery is still pending payments. So you still have all these details. Okay, so the destination, that's the receiver's address that you put in earlier, if you remember. So that's the destination. The current location is Florida, and where is it coming from? Black House. Okay, so when you are filling in these details, you have to ensure that you fill in the details. You have to ensure that you fill in the details according to the way you want it to show up here. Okay, so this is the map. You can see it shows you the location where it is, right? Okay, so let's see. It's out for delivery. That was the first initial status that we gave it, out for delivery. But right now it's pending. You can see the time and the dates right here. So you can see payment required. It's asking you to make payment, that you have a pending payment to make, an outstanding balance of 8,900. The same way we added it when we were creating the tracking ID. Okay, so you can see the description and everything else is all right here. So you can print your receipt, you can check the live map, you can view your invoice also. So let's click on pay now. Perfect. So now it's time to make payment. Now it tells me to make choose my payment method. Do I want to pay via bank transfer, cryptocurrency, or gift card? So I can choose whichever one suits me. So as a receiver, I can choose whichever one suits me and I'll make my payment direct. Okay, so if it's gift card, I can just come here, put in the value of the gift card, upload the front and the back of the gift card and all that, and it's all going to show up in the admin dashboard. Okay, so we're going to go back to the admin dashboard. Let's see. Okay, let's go to print invoice. So the admin can actually print invoice and send still to the receiver if they wish to. So the admin as the company can actually print an invoice and send it to the receiver's email. Okay, so this is an invoice. You can see the amount that you're supposed to pay. There's no tax, the date that it was issued and all that. It's all right here. Okay, so we're going to go back here. We're going to go to message. So you can actually send messages. Okay, so you can actually see the different so up next we're going to be checking out payment approvals. Okay, so under payment approvals, you can see the payments that the admin has actually approved and the one that he has not approved. So this one is somebody that has paid and is still pending review. So if you want to review it, you come here, you click on approve if you've really gotten it. Okay, so you can actually check it out and see the details of the payments. Okay, so the person is supposed to upload their payment proof, and this is where you as the admin, you can get to see your payment proof from. So if you have really gotten it, you can approve. If you have not gotten it, you can decline. Okay, so next we're going to check out, there's client review, there's giveaway, there's global settings. Okay, so let's just check out the settings. So you can actually change your admin password from here. You can check your site settings. Okay, so you can actually put in your details right here. Then you have your branding and your social. So whatever name you put here is what you want to appear on the website. Okay, so you have your logo. You can upload your logo here. You can actually edit a major part of the website from this end. Okay, then your payments method. So do you want bank transfers to show? If I don't want bank transfers to show, I just need to turn it off. So once I turn it off here, the user is not going to see bank transfer when they go to the payments page. Okay, so whichever one I want to show, I just have to come here and I let it show. So for the crypto, I can come here and I can put in my wallet address or whatever address I want the user to see. Okay, so it's all right here, and then I click on save payment settings, and that is all. Perfect. Okay, so up next now I'm going to be showing you how to install this script on your own server. Okay, so the next screen you're going to be seeing is my cPanel, where we're going to be installing this script. Okay guys, so this is my cPanel. Okay, so this is my cPanel and this is my file manager. So for the purpose of this training, I'm just going to be showing you I'm going to be uploading this on a subfolder. Okay, so for you, you could be doing this for a client, so you need to upload this on your public_HTML or directly on the folder of your domain name. Okay, for me, I'm going to be uploading it on a subfolder because this is just a training video. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to click on folder, and I'm going to say let's call this trans. Okay. So I'm going to go down to trans.org. This is it right here. And I'm going to upload my file. Okay, so this script is going to be made available for you. So I'll let you know how you can get access to this script at the end of this video. Now remember, when this is uploading, always ensure that you wait for this to turn to green completely. Okay, even if it shows 100% and is blue, it has not finished uploading. It has to be green. This has to turn to green before you know it has been uploaded successfully. Okay, okay, so now it's showing green and we're going to go straight. So I'm just going to say back. Perfect. Now, so this is my zipped file that I just uploaded. Okay, so first thing, before you unzip it, just come to settings and make sure this is ticked. Okay, show hidden files is ticked, disable character encoding is ticked. Okay, so I'm going to come in and I'm going to extract this. Perfect. So when I reload, I'm going to see my folder. Now I don't want it inside the second folder, and I'm sure you will not want it inside the second folder also. So I'm going to move it out of this second folder into the folder that I actually want it to be in. Okay, so be careful when you are moving. So I'm going to click on move. I'm just going to remove this second folder because I want it in this first one, right? So I'm going to click on move files. I'm going to go up. Perfect. So these are all my files. Like I said, it's built in PHP, so it's actually going to be very, very easy for you to edit if you are a developer. Okay, and there's also an installation guide also that you can actually use. So we're just going to come here. Okay, let's check out the installation guide. Okay, so let's see. Always make sure you change your default admin password. Monitor your wallet's activity regularly because of hackers and breaches and all that. Okay, now how to upload the scripts. You download, you extract it into your subfolder or subdomain or your public directory, as we have done so far. Then up next, we're going to create our database. Okay, so we're going to create our database right here. So we're going to come here now. We're going to type database. I'm going to click on database wizard. Okay, so I'm going to call this let's say transform. I'm going to call this transform 2. Then the password, we're just going to generate a password. Okay, well, I need to copy this password. Okay, hold on. I need to copy this password because we're going to use it. Okay, so I've done this now. So before I go any further, I'm going to open my notepad and I'm going to copy the password and the database details into my notepad so I can use it subsequently. Okay, so I'm going to put my password right here. Then I'm going to take my database name. Okay, and I'm going to put this is my database name right here. I'm going to click on create user. Perfect. Now my data, I used the same name for my database and the same name for my user, my database user. Okay, so it's practically the same thing. So up here, I'm going to click on all privileges. Okay, I'm going to click on all privileges. Then I'm going to click on make changes. Perfect, and I am done with this part. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is go back to my file manager, and I'm going to go to my config page. So in my config page, I'm going to be imputing the database details that we just created. Okay, now you see, if you are operating this on a local server, okay, on your local environment, like let's say XAMPP, you can actually, this is where you're going to edit your database details. But I'm doing it on a live server, so I'm going to update this area instead. Okay, so I'm just going to copy it from my notepad. I'm going to copy my database name, and I'm going to replace it. Ensure that you are very careful when you are replacing these details. Okay, make sure you do not touch any symbol that you did not put there yourself. Make sure you do not touch any symbol that you did not put there yourself. Okay, because even the tiniest comma, even the tiniest apostrophe that is that you remove can affect the entire code. So always ensure that you do not touch any symbol that you did not put in there by yourself. Okay, so I'm going to copy. So I'm going to copy the password. So I'm going to copy the password right now. Okay. I'm going to place this right here, and I'm going to click on Save Changes. And that is all you need to do on this page. Okay, so this is the only place that you're supposed to edit. Okay, so now up next, we're going to upload our SQL file into our PHP MyAdmin. Okay, so we're going to get the SQL file. Now this is the SQL file in the SQL folder right here. Okay, so we're going to download this into our system so we can upload it. So I'm going to come back to So I'm going to search for PHP MyAdmin. It's going to show up right here. Okay, so I'm just going to come here. This is what we created trunks of. So I'm going to import. So I'll click on Choose File. I'm going to click on Database. Perfect. So this is our database details imported successfully. Okay, so when I come to admin, I'm going to see my password, my email. So from the admin, from this place, I can actually change my admin username, change my admin password also. Okay, so you can see your payment gateways and everything, but you don't really need to do much editing from this end. This is just to ensure that the site itself is working. So we're going to check out this one that we just uploaded and see if it's working. So I'm going to come here /transfer. Perfect. So now you can see that our site is actually up and it's working, and that is how easily it is to just upload the script. So all you have to do is get the script, and then you can upload it on your own server. So to get access to the script, you just need to send a message across to the number that you see in the description of this video. Wherever you see this video, there'll be a number with it, so you just need to send a message to this number and you can actually make use of the script. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have learned and you will practice this.